In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to create a content calendar in Google Sheets, step by step, from start to finish. Whether you're a solo creator juggling multiple platforms or a small team trying to get organized, a content calendar is the single most effective tool for staying consistent and reducing last-minute scrambling. And Google Sheets is perfect for this because it's free, accessible from anywhere, and incredibly flexible. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's get started. First, let's set up the foundation of your calendar, which starts with your column headers. In cell A1, type Date. In cell B1, type Platform. This is where you'll note whether a piece of content is destined for Instagram, your blog, YouTube, or anywhere else. Then in cells C1, D1, and so on, add the other headers that matter to your workflow. I recommend including format, topic, caption, status, and link to creative. You can always add or remove columns later, but this gives you a solid starting point. The format column is handy for distinguishing between a reel, a static post, a carousel, or a long-form article, and the link to creative column is a lifesaver because it lets you store a direct link to your finished design or draft, so you never have to hunt for files. Now, let's populate your dates. Enter your first published date in cell A2, for example, January 1st, 2026. Once you have that date entered, click on the cell to select it, and you'll notice a small blue square in the bottom right corner. Click and hold that blue square, then drag it downward. As you drag, Google Sheets will automatically fill in the subsequent dates for you. If you drag down a full month or even a full quarter, you'll have a complete timeline in seconds. This is one of those tiny features that saves an enormous amount of time. A quick pro tip here. If you need to skip weekends, you can hold down the Control key on Windows or Command on Mac while you drag, and it will only copy the selected cell rather than incrementing. But for a content calendar, filling every day is usually the way to go so you can see open slots. With your dates in place, let's add drop-down menus to keep your data clean and consistent. Drop-downs prevent typos and make it impossible for you or a collaborator to accidentally type scheduled instead of scheduled. Start by highlighting the column you want to use for status. This is typically where you track things like ideas, in progress, scheduled, and published. With that column selected, go to the top menu and click Insert, then choose Drop-down. A panel will appear where you can add each option. For each one, you can assign a color. I like using green for published, yellow for scheduled, blue for in progress, and gray for ideas. This color coding gives you an instant visual snapshot of your workflow. You should do the same for your platform column, adding options like Instagram, YouTube, blog, TikTok, and LinkedIn. Once those drop-downs are set, you'll never have to worry about inconsistent data again, and filtering your sheet becomes incredibly easy. Next, let's format your sheet for readability. Start by selecting your entire header row, row 1, and click Format, then Bold. While you're there, give that row a fill color. A dark blue or a muted teal works well. This visually separates your headers from the data below and makes the sheet feel professional and organized. Then, for your caption and topic columns, you'll want to turn on text wrapping. Select both columns by clicking on the column letter headers, then look for the wrap text icon in the top toolbar. It looks like a curved arrow pointing to the left. Click it, and now any long text you type in those cells will automatically wrap onto multiple lines instead of spilling over into the adjacent columns. This keeps your calendar tidy and readable at a glance. Finally, you need a place for ideas that aren't ready for prime time. Without this, your main calendar can quickly become cluttered with half-baked notions that mess up your view. At the bottom of your sheet window, you'll see a small plus icon. Click that to add a new tab. Double-click on the tab name and rename it Content Ideas. In this new tab, copy the same column headers you set up in your main calendar: date, platform, format, topic, caption, status, link to creative. Now, whenever a random idea strikes, you can drop it into this tab without committing to a specific date. When you're ready to schedule it, simply copy that row, switch back to your main calendar tab, and paste it into the appropriate date. You can even add a drop-down in the status column of your Ideas tab to track whether an idea is fresh, developing, or ready to schedule. This keeps your creative flow separate from your production pipeline, which is a best practice that seasoned content planners swear by. So now you have a fully functional content calendar in Google Sheets. You've got your dates auto-filled, your drop-downs keeping data clean, your formatting making it easy to read, and a separate brain dump tab to capture every idea without cluttering your schedule. The real benefit here is that you can stop worrying about what to post and start focusing on creating your best work. As a next step, consider sharing this sheet with a collaborator by clicking the share button in the top right corner. You can give them view-only access or editing rights depending on your needs. And if you ever feel stuck, just revisit these steps. Thanks so much for sticking with me through this complete guide. If you found it useful, please save this video for later or leave a comment telling me what platform you post to most often. I read every single one, and your feedback helps shape what I build next. Happy planning, and I'll see you in the next video.